One of the common problems that comes up, and I want to focus on this because it's something which is, I think, the key problem that arises in data projects, is what I call data quality mismatch. Again, this idea that data is only as accurate as its original intent demanded. Whatever the product was built that loaded and logged that data, that's what it's for. So here's a very good example. You have a billing system. Most companies, the billing data is very, very accurate. Why? Because what is a company? A company is an organization that bills their customers. And if the billing is wrong, you might have 1 million customers and they're going to be calling you up and banging on your door saying, hey, there's something wrong with my billing data. So chances are your billing data is very, very accurate and you can use it. And you might come in as a strategy and think, okay, I have billing data. I want to build a recommender on my product. I want to put a recommender on my website to recommend what products people like. If someone buys t-shirts, maybe they need shoes. And that's a common type of recommender. And you might think that makes sense. I have the billing data. I know what people have purchased. I'll build a recommender from the billing data. I'll put it in production. I'll get a revenue lift. And a good recommender can give you a 50% revenue lift. I mean, these are, certainly in the online services, these are big products. Here's the problem. The metadata, your recommender may require metadata. Okay. The metadata may be totally wrong. There could be missing, there could be problems in it. And the reason for this is because the quality of the product metadata may have no material impact whatsoever on the billing system. So for example, if there's products you're worrying about, what category is the product in? Or how long has the product been in our inventory? That information could be totally wrong. Or it might just be missing. And it just doesn't matter, because when you were billing your customer, they didn't care how long the product was in your inventory. But if you're trying to build a recommender, that really matters, because you don't want to recommend products to people that have been in your inventory for 3 years and have never sold. Or maybe you do. Maybe you're trying to get rid of them. So this is the common problem, data quality mismatch. And the thing is, this occurs everywhere. It's not just in billing systems. This is exactly what happened in the Epic system we described earlier. Epic and EHR system, they tried to build a system for medical diagnostics, but they used billing data. So what happened? Look, if I'm doing medical diagnostics, what is an EHR system? Electronic health record. It's basically used to bill the insurance company. So there's probably someone in the hospital whose job it is to enter in the medical record information. Well, maybe they do it on Friday, and maybe they enter all the information on Friday and they say, okay, this person got sepsis and now it's Friday. But really they got sepsis on Monday. But the data says that they didn't see it in the record until Friday. Well, why does that matter? Well, for billing, who cares if they're 3 days late on they got it wrong. But if you're trying to do clinical diagnosis, it's critical that you understand what day the person got the sickness, because you can't predict, you can't predict anything. So this data quality mismatch is one of the biggest problems you're going to find in trying to build data products. So what's the solution? The solution is you have to be paranoid. You have to test everything. As Andy Grove said, only the paranoid survive. So, in software engineering, we call it paranoid programming. And there actually is a whole software IT thing called paranoid programming, where basically when you write your software, you're trying to anticipate every worst case scenario and you test things. But the thing about software is that if it's bad code can be fixed. Bad data usually has to be thrown away. If you have a logging system and you're trying to log what your customers clicked on and you log it incorrectly, not only do you have to throw that data away, you can't go back in time and relog it. So you have to go in early on every project and ask, what's the data quality and how do I test it? Here's another common problem that comes up all the time, sort of in a different industry, which is in banking. And you may not